Man, the thing about this game, I suck at it, but I was good today.
I was going to say.
You need to interview Jill.
If you can make one, the interview's over right then. You're done.
He says bet.
Out of how many?
2.
Ooh.
All right.
So you're saying there's no translation between throwing a football and playing cornhole?
Gotta get that spiral.
There is a translation, but football's more natural.
Yeah.
I can say that. This, I'm just not good at it. Can't do this. I don't got the wrist action like my man right here. You don't got the wrist action, you're not going to be good.
Pullman Pickler, is that what?
I'm a Pullman Pickler, yeah. Pullman Pickler, Facebook group, look us up.
Right.
Proud member. We got a tournament tomorrow morning.
Where?
Sunnyside Park.
In Pullman.
Oh, it's in Pullman, yeah.
They didn't bring it all down to Las Vegas.
I got to take the jet back.
Yeah.
Got an important match tomorrow, 9:30, Sunnyside Park. Pull up if you need to.
So who's the oldest member of the Pullman Picklers?
Oh, there's some old cats out there. I don't even know ages. But I joined the group back during COVID when you weren't supposed to be outside and everyone was outside anyway.
Yeah.
It was allowed in Pullman. Went out and a couple of my friends started, we're like, oh, we got to play pickleball. I was like, never heard of it. Got out there. I'm like that. So we met up with something, we saw some of them. They're like, oh, we got a group, Pullman Picklers, blah, blah, blah. They set it up. We played a tournament. We won the first one. We're like, oh, we're like that. Oh, we're so good. They're like, oh, we're going to do another tournament with the intermediate crew. We had 4 football teams and 4 Pullman Picklers. We got whooped. We didn't win a single game.
You go and play pickleball with Ron, though?
So Ron is part of the Pullman Picklers.
Yeah?
This is pretty serious stuff.
People know.
Right? And it's well documented. He's out there. I'm just learning about the game, and I only try to do things that I can beat Ron at, and that's definitely not one of them. And then once he beats you at something, he's never going to stop telling you about it. So I got to be careful what we play,
Yeah, he said they're sending him the private jet tonight to make sure he can get back for his tournament tomorrow.
Yeah, that was already previously scheduled. But he has a big tournament. I know he's pretty proud of his game, but I don't think he's going to beat the Picklers.
If you can sink this putt,
Sink it.
you don't have to do the interview with us.
Oh, man. All right, I'm going second screw. I think that looks like about right.
Oh! Coach, it was a
Thanks for talking with us.
Have a great day.
Come on. I'm just happy I made it. Just let me know at the end of the day if I'm the only one that made it.
All right. Well, that's, at the very least, we'll tag you on Twitter in the clip.
Okay.
And you can say, you're like that.
Because, I made it, but it wasn't how I planned to make it. But I don't let anyone know.
They don't
Edit
know
that
that
piece
one.
out.
Yeah,
Edit that piece out.
Shedeur Sanders, he's going through a similar transition. What advice would you give him about making that transition?
Be yourself. Be yourself. I think, these kids today sometimes are under a different type of pressure of social media and this and that and whatever expectations everybody else has for them. Just go be you, and it'll always be good enough. And, don't read the press clippings. Just go be a leader on your football team and be a part of your new institution, and I think things will work out just fine.
You worked out with Shedeur, so what's he like just in those settings, more intimate workout settings?
He's real competitive. He's a great person, has a great family. Me and him, we joke around a lot when we work out together. But, we both want to see each other succeed. And, our quarterback coach, Coach Darryl, he's a great quarterback coach. He knows what we like to work on, what we don't like to work on. And, he's a big part of me and Shedeur's journey as we got to college. Shedeur's worked with him longer than I have. But, they're 2 great people, and I know Shedeur's going to have a great season. I'm excited to see where he goes.
You play them later in the season, so you'll be good on film. But if you were playing them week 1, would you even watch last year's team on film to prepare for that game?
No, not anymore. And to your first point, I'm excited. It's a late November game.
Yes.
On a Friday night.
In Pullman.
In Pullman.
We know what that means.
I'd say, it'll be the weather will be perfectly conditioned and we'll be ready to go. So, it's a new team, but I think you watch, some of the guys that were there and then you watch kind of the coordinators of where they came from and how that's going to look like. So it's always a unique challenge with a new, head coach, new coordinator, and finding, especially that week 1, I'm not sure who they play, but it'll be an interesting journey.
At TCU.
Yeah, tough one. Tough one, yeah.
Coach Prime's roster building strategy this offseason obviously been a huge topic.
Yeah.
And you guys were affected by the transfer portal too. I'm just curious on your overall thoughts on how to build a team in today's day and age.
Well, I think it's really overstated. I don't think anyone sits in our seat and does something that they don't feel is what's best for their program. So who am I to judge how he built a program versus us? I was interim head coach and came from within, and I think any new program is going to have roster turnover and change, so I'm sure coach is making the decisions that he feels is best for their program and what they need to do to be successful. So the portal's here to stay. It's part of college football. I think it can help you and hurt you, so it's how you navigate it and look at it and the type of perspective that you look through the lens of it as. So he did it a certain way. That's what he is convicted on doing, of building a team, and that's his way.
I'm excited for its future and its growth. Obviously there was a lot of turnover with players, staff, things like that, and it's hard to get that all done in 1 year. And I think a lot of people understand that. But I think Dion, you ready for that smoke? I'll be over there in 5 minutes, bro. You get that? Hey, we get that back. It's hard to get a lot of success on quick turnover like that, but I'm looking forward. I know they have a lot of great coaches and great players in place to have the ability to be successful. So I think obviously, it'll be tough first year, with all the expectations of what he did at a previous program and where Colorado was. So I think this will be a great year to really see how that program's going to build and whatnot.
I expect them to be way better than last year. I do expect them to be above a 500 team. It's going to be a great game when they come to Pullman, and just trying to give the fans a show.
Awesome, man.
When the Buffs go up there, it's like a Friday night game up there in Pullman. What is it about Pullman that makes those games so hard for the opponents coming into Pullman?
Just the atmosphere that we bring. The fans, they started all. The cold's going to be cold that late in the season, but it's also cold at Denver, so I don't think it's gonna bother them that much. But I feel like we just play with a chip on our shoulder over there. We're in a small town, no one doesn't really know us, and we really take on that advantage of whether we're gonna play the best team in the pack or one of the worst teams in the pack. So we treat each team the same way, and at the end of the day, we're just trying to get a win.